Today I'll do my best to go through every combination listed in the comments of the prior video, but I want to point out that the odds of actually getting two items with one being an active and one being a passive with Eden, because you can't get two passive or two active as Eden at the start of a run, is extremely low and unlikely as far as I know, and it's not possible to get more than two items from the start from what I know. I will go through all the combinations, even if they aren't possible from the starting room, since it's still cool to see a no WASD run that starts off where you go into the first treasure room and get the first treasure room item or whatever you need on the first floor. So the issue with doing Tainted, Forgotten, and Birthright is the movement is a lot less than Glass Cannon, but it does offer better damage and some survivability, which is great. Finally, the last issue is getting two items is really low odds, and from what I can tell, you have to get the Birthright from the starter shop to obtain it. Next is using Mars, a pony, a 4.5 volt, or using G Fuel. G Fuel isn't something you can obtain in a normal run, so most likely you'd have to rely on the Easter egg seed or doing a daily run. In good fun, I tested it anyways, and the issue with it is you can't use pony without moving, but I do like the idea of using a 4.5 volt as it does open up more options and ways of doing it for a no WSD run. Then there's Stitches, School Bag, and Glass Cannon. Sadly, you can't get two active items to start off with as Eden, or any other combination of characters as far as I know. So you would have to go into the starting treasure room to get the school bag, Stitches or Glass Cannon. Sorry. So this is how it went when I tried using this combination. It actually is really good of a combination, since whenever you're maneuvering, you can dodge more and you can charge up both items for free because it doesn't cost anything. But the other issue is it's still a hitless run, so if you get hit once, the glass cannon breaks and the run is over. And the odds of getting 3 items instead of just 2 is extremely low. Next is probably my favorite ability combo, which is Sharp Plug and Glass Cannon. The way Sharp Plug works, more or less, is by pressing spacebar, you lose a little bit of health but gain charge on your active item. Now, if you have a broken glass cannon and use this item, it actually repairs the broken glass cannon and allows it to be used like a normal glass cannon again, which is a really good combination for a run. It does help because it makes it so you don't have to do a one-hit run. The only other issue is the amount of health required to repair it is around about 2 hearts, which is once again not great for survivability. Next is Flying or Callus, which would help with avoiding damage from spikes and stuff like that, especially Callus. The issue I've had in a lot of these runs is actually spikes killing me, because I've tried doing them a lot, and what will happen is I can't dodge a spike, but I can always kill an enemy, so it's a really helpful ability, Callus, so yeah. Next is Dr. Fetus and Hosat. The issue with this is they're both passive items and Eden can only spawn with one passive and one active, as I pointed out before, so you would have to rely on a treasure room or the shop at the start of your run, which requires moving once again. But anyways, I did this combination and the explosions move you if you can be in range. So the only issue is you have to be able to be in the right positioning or range to be moved by them. And the only fix for this would be lowering your range so you're in range of your shots, or using stitches so you can move closer to the explosions when you shoot them out of your player. Next is Lost or Tainted Lost with Glass Cannon, which more or less gives you another hit before the glass cannon breaks, which is great for survivability, but it's still really hard to do. After this, we have Tainted Judas and Dark Arts, which Tainted Judas spawns in with Dark Arts anyways, but sadly this doesn't actually allow any movement without WSD. Next is Remote Detonator, Dr. Fetus, Pyro, or Hot Hat. And for these things, the problem is you are using bombs again, and the problem with bombs is the limited movement, and you would have to have a lower range. But the great thing with doing a run that would be no WASD with bombs is it actually allows you to do a lot more damage, and it also allows you to break X marked rocks and get health from them. So it's a good idea, but in truth it wouldn't fully work as far as what I can tell with the combinations we have so far. Thank you all for your suggestions. So far the best one seems to be Spark Plug and Glass Cannon, and it would be nice to see some ideas of other combinations with these two. I think it's a real breadwinner so far, and I'll try and do some runs with it and see how far I can get with a few of these runs, the ones that would actually work. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.